How's it going, you pencil pushers? It's Nick Daniels here, and got my little topic piece of paper here so I don't sit here and look like a fool all my hour and try to figure out topics. I got a new one for you. DefSec conference, or I believe it was called. I'll correct it in the title if I said it wrong. Basically, it's a defense conference. It was not a job fair, unfortunately, but this was actually located in Halifax, Nova Scotia, which would be last week, I do believe. Now, I'll probably post this like tomorrow night. I'll post this one within probably about 3 days. Now, I want to talk about a couple funny things there, actually. I'm going in as an IT student, so information technology. I gotta be honest, I don't feel there was a lot of opportunity for my specific path in IT. It was a lot more like basically hire you into the military, right? Or the Navy and stuff. But a lot of this was like marine technology, so they did have companies obviously that would use IT. But a lot of it just wasn't, you know, it wasn't necessarily jobs. It was just people that would give you information on their companies, and if you were going to apply, how you would go about doing that, where would you go, how would you do it. So that wasn't really kind of what I was looking for. Like, again, I'm kind of looking for more of a job, like a job fair. Like, for example, there is one coming up this week, actually on Tuesday, back in Halifax, Nova Scotia again, which is actually going to be working abroad. So that would be like me, for example, working out in like Europe, right? For example, right? Or the US or something, but doing IT, right? That is also something I'm interested in. I can't lie. Halifax definitely would be somewhere I want to go and move to, but I think that would also be very interesting. Go see a little bit of the world and do some work, get paid. Anyway, so we're at the conference. This is the couple things I want to talk about, just two quick things. Now, there's my partner and myself, my partner is in just a classmate there, actually in the programming stream. So we're going in together and we're talking, right? We got the suits and we're looking good. And we go up to this fucking, this boat. And Buddy's actually just kind of talking about how they like, one of them was like scuba diving, right? He's like, how we like talking about everything, right? All the equipment you're going to use, the situations you're going to need that in. And that's really cool. And now the other guy, like, go over to his table and he's got all these guns. And he's like, yeah, like we board the boats, right? So we come in, we got information about a boat that's drug trafficking. He's like, we come in like, you know, fully armed, right? Just prepared for the worst. But he's like, most of the time we don't come in with our guns like drawn or anything unless we actually know there's that type of threat. But we'll have them handy just in case, right? Like on our back or whatever. Now, I thought it was interesting because there's like there's like an assault rifle there, right? And he goes, you know, here, I'll show you, you know, how, because we could pick them up and stuff. And but he grabs it. He's picking it up here. And he's like, I'll show you how, like, we go on the boats, right? And like how he kind of like, I guess he was going to show us probably how the guns like held, maybe like if he really got into it, how they would go around a corner, that kind of thing. And I thought it was incredibly funny because there was another gentleman there, just a young fella, like, you know, like myself, right? Just in school or whatever. And when this army fella, the guy was doing the demonstration, he picks up this gun. I swear to God, man, the student literally reached out and took the gun from him, took the assault rifle right out of his hands. I thought that maybe he thought that he was giving it to him. Like, I thought he was actually picking up to show us that, because that's what he said he was gonna do. And the best part was how awkward the demonstrator was, because he just went, okay. It was over, and there was no word said about it. Nobody spoke, and it was like just really quiet for like, I don't know, a little too long, I'd say. It was fucked, man. But it was funny though, because I was laughing about that for like fucking 20 minutes. And the other one, not as funny as that, but I walked by a student again, and I have this weird. Hang on. Alright. Yeah, he didn't see me. Alright, anyway, like, I have this weird way of talking. I say things that people are not going to be familiar with, like phrases. And one of them I say is, like I said, a $1.10. So if you're going like 110 in your car, like kilometers an hour, I call that a $1.10. So I said that in a conversation, and I swear to God, man, that I was cracking up dying. This guy looks at me, like, you know, again, just probably like 20 years old, right? He looks like right at me. He's like, a $1.10? Like he basically yelled it. Like, he was like super triggered that I had said this phrase. And again, the guy I was with was just crying, laughing, and we didn't understand. We like didn't understand what the problem was. But it's like, it's stupid shit like that, man. Like, I laugh at this stuff, and I have a good time with that, and I'm very happy because it makes my day. I know, and like you might look at those things and they're like the really little things, but when I do like a vlog series, I don't have like these crazy vlogs where like I'm doing something insane, or you know, I paid thousands of dollars and I'm doing this, or I'm at a big protest. Like it's literally just me like sitting in a car laughing about what I did yesterday, right? And I'm happy with that. You know, I really am. Like, I'm good with it. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Appreciate the views on the channel. Like I said, we're getting up there. A couple subscribers, a couple views of video, maybe even a like or two. That's awesome. Actually makes me kind of stoked. We'll see you in the next one. Go on, Brett.